Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content 2025, right? New year, maybe some new skills you want to pick up. We're talking hacking, but like the good kind, the ethical kind. We've got 10 project ideas, perfect for anyone just starting out in the world of cybersecurity. We're going to break down each project, why it's awesome for beginners, and some resources to get you started. So grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's dive into the world of ethical hacking. All right, let's kick things off with a classic building a password cracker. Think basic algorithms, weak passwords, the kind you'd find on a sticky note under someone's keyboard. The beauty of this project is that it teaches you the fundamentals of how passwords are hashed and how brute force attacks work. You'll learn about dictionaries, rainbow tables, and the importance of strong, unique passwords. Trust me, after cracking a few of these, you'll never use password 123 ever again. Python is a great language to start with, and libraries like HashLib will be your new best friends. There are even ethical hacking platforms like HackTheBox that offer vulnerable environments to practice on. Try cracking a simple MD5 hash first, then gradually move on to more complex algorithms as you gain confidence. The goal here isn't to become some master criminal, but to understand the mechanics behind password security. Because once you know how they break, you know how to make them unbreakable. Ever wonder what's happening behind the scenes when you're browsing the web? Time to put on your detective hat and build a network sniffer. Think of it as a way to analyze the traffic on your own network, see what devices are talking to each other, and understand how data packets travel. You'll be working with tools like Wireshark, which is like the Swiss Army knife of network analysis. You'll learn about different protocols like TCP/IP, HTTP, and DNS, and start to see the language of the internet in action. Start by sniffing traffic on your own computer. See what happens when you visit a website, send an email, or stream a video. Analyze the packets, identify the different protocols, and try to understand the flow of data. As you get comfortable, you can even set up a test network and experiment with different attack scenarios. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding how network sniffing works, you'll be better equipped to protect your own privacy and security. Let's talk Wi-Fi specifically, how to ethically, test its security with a deauthentication attack. This is about understanding how Wi-Fi networks work and identifying potential vulnerabilities in your own setup. A deauthentication attack, or DEUTH for short, essentially tricks devices connected to a Wi-Fi network into thinking they've been disconnected. For this project, you'll be using tools like AirCrackEng and maybe even a trusty Raspberry Pi. You'll learn about Wi-Fi protocols, encryption methods, and how devices authenticate with a network. By understanding how DEUTH attacks work, you'll be better equipped to protect your own network from malicious actors. Now, a word of caution, only perform DEUTH attacks on networks you own or have permission to test. Unauthorized access to someone else's network is a big no-no. Stick to ethical hacking principles and you'll be golden. Understanding these attacks helps you secure your own network. This one's a bit more, let's say, sensitive, so pay close attention to the ethics here. We're talking about keyloggers, programs that record every keystroke you make. Creepy? Potentially. Useful for understanding cybersecurity threats? Absolutely. Building a keylogger in a controlled environment can teach you about how malware can operate and how to protect yourself from it. You can build a basic keylogger using Python or even explore more advanced options with tools like PowerShell. You'll learn about different logging techniques, how keystrokes are captured and stored, and how to analyze the data. Ethically, of course. This project is a great way to understand the potential dangers of malware and the importance of strong cybersecurity practices. It's also a reminder to be mindful of what you download and install on your devices. Ever wonder how hackers break into websites? One word: databases. More specifically, SQL injection, SQLI. This is where you get to put on your hacker hat and learn how to exploit vulnerabilities in web applications to access sensitive information. This project is all about understanding how SQLI works so you can prevent it from happening to your own websites or applications. You'll learn about SQL, structured query language, the language used to communicate with databases, and how attackers can manipulate web forms and input fields to inject malicious SQL code. There are tons of online resources and vulnerable web applications, like OWASP Juice Shop, where you can practice your SQLI skills in a safe and legal environment. Start with basic SQLI techniques like union-based attacks and error-based injection. Remember, the goal is to understand the vulnerability, not to cause any real-world damage. Let's talk about phishing, one of the most common and effective cyber attacks out there. We're talking about those fake emails, websites, or messages designed to trick you into handing over sensitive information. But instead of being the victim, how about we turn the tables and learn how to create a phishing page, ethically of course. The goal is to understand the tactics used by phishers so you can spot them a mile away and protect yourself from falling victim. You'll be surprised how easy it is to create a convincing phishing page with just a bit of HTML, CSS, and maybe a sprinkle of JavaScript. You'll learn about social engineering techniques, how to spoof websites and emails, and how to create forms that capture sensitive information. Don't worry, we won't be collecting any real data here. Use this knowledge for good, my friends. Educate yourself and others about the dangers of phishing and help create a safer online world. Chapter 7, Vulnerability Scanner X-ray Vision for your code. Let's face it, nobody's perfect, and that includes developers. Code is often riddled with vulnerabilities, and that's where vulnerability scanners come in. These handy tools act like an X-ray for your code, identifying weaknesses and security flaws that could be exploited by attackers. Building a basic vulnerability scanner is a great way to level up your cybersecurity skills and learn how to write more secure code. You'll be working with tools like Python, libraries like requests and beautiful soup, and maybe even dive into some regular expressions. Don't worry, they're not as scary as they sound. Start by building a scanner that can detect common vulnerabilities like cross-site scripting or XSS and SQL injection or SQLI. As you get more advanced, you can explore using open-source vulnerability scanners like OpenVAS and Nexpose. By understanding how vulnerability scanners work, you'll be one step ahead in the game of cybersecurity. Chapter 8, Social Engineering Toolkit, The Art of Human Hacking. Let's be real. Sometimes the weakest link in cybersecurity isn't technology, it's us, humans. Social engineering is all about manipulating people into giving up sensitive information or access to systems they shouldn't. And while it sounds scary, understanding these techniques is crucial for protecting yourself and your organization. The Social Engineering Toolkit, or SET, is a powerful open-source tool that allows you to simulate various social engineering attacks in a controlled environment. We're talking spear phishing campaigns, fake websites, malicious USB drops, and more. Now, before you go full-on Mr. Robot, remember, ethics are key. Use SET for educational purposes only, to understand how these attacks work and how to defend against them. With SET, you can create realistic phishing emails, generate malicious payloads, and even set up fake websites that mimic legitimate ones. By understanding how social engineering works, you'll be better equipped to spot and avoid these attacks in the real world. Chapter 9. Reverse Engineering, Unveiling the Secrets of Software. Ever wonder how a piece of software actually works under the hood? Reverse engineering is your ticket to the fascinating world of dissecting software to understand its inner workings. It's like taking apart a clock to see how all the gears and springs work together. Now, before you go pirating software and claiming it's for educational purposes, let's be clear. Reverse engineering should only be done on software you own or have permission to analyze. With reverse engineering, you'll be using tools like disassemblers, such as IDA Pro and Ghidra, and debuggers like X64DBG and OllyDBG to analyze compiled code, understand its logic, and even modify its behavior. Start with simple programs and work your way up to more complex applications. Try to understand how different functions interact, how data is stored and manipulated, and how the software communicates with the operating system. You'll be amazed at what you can uncover. Chapter 10. Capture the Flag, CTF. The Ultimate Hacking Challenge. Alright, you've made it to the final boss of ethical hacking challenges. Capture the Flag, CTF. This is where you put all your skills to the test in a fun and competitive environment. Think of it like an escape room for hackers, but instead of escaping a physical room, you're breaking into virtual systems, solving puzzles, and capturing flags, pieces of text hidden within. CTFs come in all shapes and sizes, from online competitions to in-person events. There are CTFs for all skill levels, from beginners to seasoned veterans. The challenges in CTFs can range from web exploitation and cryptography to reverse engineering and binary exploitation. Participating in CTFs is a great way to test your skills, learn new techniques, and network with other cybersecurity enthusiasts. It's also a lot of fun. Outro, until next time, hack responsibly. So, there you have it. 10 awesome hacking project ideas to kickstart your journey into the world of ethical hacking. The world of cybersecurity is vast and constantly evolving, so never stop learning and exploring. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more cybersecurity content. Until next time, stay curious, stay ethical, and keep on hacking.